Hi, boys and girls. It is time for our story of Tacky the Penguin. And this story is one of my absolute favorites. And I think you'll join me in thinking that very soon once you get to listen to this story. But first, we're going to do a little practice working on the skill of making predictions. And making predictions is really important for readers because it helps us try to figure out what we think is going to happen next in the story. And then it's really fun to find out if we're right, if we're correct, or if we're surprised. Maybe when we're wrong, we're surprised, and it's always fun to be shocked when we're reading a story or watching a movie. So today, to make this a little bit more unique and a little bit more challenging, I am going to mute the story. So we're going to do something called a picture walk. And you can see the story is starting. It's called Tacky the Penguin. And it's about this little penguin that you see in front of you with a bright colored shirt and a bow tie. And he's a silly little penguin. It's written by Helen Lester and it's illustrated by Lynn Munsinger. Remember, the illustrator is who draws the pictures. So we're going to look at Miss Munsinger's work here, and we're going to try to figure out what's happening with Tacky in the story, even though we can't hear the words. I'm going to pause in just a few minutes when we get to the middle of the story. So be sure that you're paying attention to the pictures and all the details. Okay, now if you would please find this page, let me find it here, in your remote learning materials. It says Tacky the Penguin by Helen Lester on the top. It says Day 1 in the top right corner. And we're going to be working first in this box that says My Prediction is number 1, the top left box. So what we're going to do is we are going to make a prediction. Now, you were watching Tacky the Penguin and all the other penguins, and you saw that hunters had just arrived. They looked kind of burly and scary and big, and they had tools to use for hunting. Excuse me. What do you think is going to happen in the end of the story? Please use words or pictures to draw in this box and describe what you think is going to happen next. Please pause the video, draw your picture, or use words to describe what you think will happen next. And when you're done with that drawing, please press play to find out what we're going to do next. All right, let's keep on going. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our story here, and I am going to rewind back to the beginning. And I am going to turn the sound on this time, and we're going to listen to our story. Let's see if what you thought was happening is actually what was happening. Okay. Are you still thinking that what you predicted at first is still what's going to happen now that you've heard the words to the first half of the story? Down here in this box where it says my prediction number 2, this little symbol means number. It also means hashtag, but when it's in front of a number, it means the word number. So it says my prediction number 2. You're going to draw a prediction of what you think is going to happen. Now, maybe you still think the same thing that you drew up here is going to happen. If that's the case, draw or use words to describe again. If you think it's different now that you've heard the words, go ahead and make your new picture. Again, pause the video, and when you're done with your writing of pictures or words to describe your prediction of what's going to happen next, press play and we'll carry on with our lesson. All right, here we go back to the story. And again, now we're going to start from where we left off, and I'm going to turn the words off again. So here we can see the hunters. We see the penguins. They hear the boom, boom of the hunters. And we're going to watch the pictures. We're going to do a picture walk and see what we think happens next. Okay. So we just saw the end of our story. We're going to go back to our page here. And in this box up on the top right, it says, "This is what happened." So you're going to draw a picture now of what you think happened in the end of the story now that you have seen all the pictures. I know we didn't hear the words yet, but we did see all of the pictures, and you may have an idea of what you think happened at the end of the story. So you're going to use words to describe or use drawings to show what you think happened at the end of the story. Pause the video, write your words or draw your picture, and then press play when you're ready to finish up our lesson. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our story, and we are going to pick up where we left off here when the hunters had arrived. And we are going to turn our sound back on so we can actually hear what happens here in the end of the story. So go ahead and listen carefully. All right. So don't start drawing or writing your sentence yet in this last box because this time we're going to do something a little bit different. Did you make your prediction correct in the second box here for my prediction number 2? If you did make your prediction correct, can you please write the sight word yes? Meaning, yes, I was right. I thought something was going to happen and it did. If your prediction was incorrect and you were surprised, can you write the word no, which is also a sight word? It's okay to write no. It's okay to be surprised. That's part of the fun of stories and movies and and books and TV shows is being surprised when we think something's going to happen and then maybe it doesn't. It's also cool to kind of have an idea of what you think is going to happen and it does happen. So there's no wrong answer here, but you're going to write the word yes or the word no. Tacky the Penguin is one of my favorite stories because Tacky is kind of a different penguin. He's not like the other penguins that all march in a row and all sing beautiful songs. Tacky kind of does his own thing. He's unique, he's different. And so I want to challenge you guys to be like Tacky and to not be afraid to be unique or to do things that are different from other people. The next time that you are a little nervous to be your unique self and do something that's a little different or strange or maybe even weird, I challenge you to do it and to be brave, be bold, be yourself. You are made to be exactly who you are, and that is awesome. The next time that you see someone else being kind of brave or doing something different, I encourage you to smile at them, give them a thumbs up, or tell them, hey, that's really cool. I wish I had thought of that idea. Let's all encourage each other to be our unique selves. I hope you enjoyed Tacky the Penguin. I'll see you next time.